Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Cindy. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I break down relationship dynamics in real life and on TV. Check out my playlist in the description after this video. Okay, so I typically don't review the housewife shows since it's not completely focused on romantic or parental relationships. A lot of times it's the housewives getting into some mess and creating drama, but this Porsha's Family Matters spinoff is centered around blending families following her whirlwind romance. So in this video, I will be doing a mid-season recap to break down some of the problematic relationship dynamics that I am seeing. So be sure to like this video, subscribe, and click that notification bell. In episode 1, we are introduced to Porsha's family. Both sides of her family are heavily involved in this romance she has with Simon. For those of you who are not familiar with the backstory, Porsha is an Atlanta housewife who got engaged to a fellow cast member's husband. Porsha was formerly engaged to Dennis, who is the father of her only child, and her now fiance Simon is officially divorced. Porsha seems to be working overtime to keep both of these men in her life, but she is trying to mask it as creating a blended family. And I understand the blended family part, but she seems to be going about it in a very selfish way. I believe it is extremely important to blend families in a healthy way following a separation or divorce to give children the best childhood as possible. But Porsha and Dennis seem to have more chemistry than she and Simon, which was very interesting to watch. In episode 2, it's pretty much confirmed to me that it is the Porsha and Dennis show. Simon is just a bystander and everyone in the family is trying to get to that bag. In this episode, Porsha goes on a quote-unquote co-parent date with Dennis, but they aren't talking about their daughter. They have a conversation about when they broke up. He said it was January. She was like, no, it was right after Christmas. Porsha, January is pretty much right after Christmas, and I can't understand what the motive is at this point. It seems that Porsha and Dennis still have feelings for each other, in my opinion, but Porsha chose to move on to Simon because Dennis had cheated on her. She sits down to talk to Mama Gina, who is Dennis's mom, about her upbringing. She explained that her mom was able to be around her stepmom and she saw her grandma be around her step-grandma. So she wants to build that type of relationship and foundation for her daughter, PJ, which is understandable. One of them mentioned that love isn't easy, and boy, is that the truth. That is some straight up facts. Love is definitely not easy, especially when it comes to blending families. In episode 3, the family head to Mexico for a retreat after Lauren, who is Porsha's sister, and Londi, who is Porsha's cousin, hatch a plan to get Dennis to come on the trip by going to Porsha's house and getting some of his belongings, especially his Versace robe. While in Porsha's closet, they realize that Porsha still has a lot of Dennis's clothes, which is interesting. Question: when you break up with someone, do you break up with their things as well? Do you get rid of all of their belongings, any gifts that they had given you while you were together? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Anyway, they have a family dinner and Porsha brings up the robe that was taken from her home. Now, I wasn't sure if she was more upset that the robe was taken from her home without her knowledge or that she just didn't want Dennis to get the robe back. It was a bit confusing because the robe is his. I mean, why not just give it back to him in the first place? Porsha is out here attached to 2 men and she needs to sort out her feelings because it makes no sense for her to have a whole fiance sitting right next to her at this dinner, but she is fussing about a robe that belongs to her ex. In the 4th episode, which aired last night, we picked up where we left off last week about the robe, and the dinner continues to go south. Nothing is getting accomplished, so Dennis storms off. Then he requested a room change due to all the chaos and drama. I think I forgot to mention that Lauren is hosting this family retreat in Mexico, and she had given the room assignments upon arrival. She originally assigned Dennis and Londi to share her suite, which was really strange. Why would she want to share space with her sister's ex on a trip, but apparently she feels the need to keep an eye on Dennis. Dennis is a grown man and he will do whatever it is that he wants to do despite Lauren trying to quote unquote keep an eye on him. It feels like Lauren and Londi are rooting for Dennis and Porsha to get back together. During this episode, Lauren slipped and called Dennis her brother-in-law. But sis, Porsha is no longer engaged, nor was she ever even married to Dennis. So he is not your brother-in-law. He is your sister's ex, who is the father of your niece. Lauren doesn't seem to be a big fan of Simon, so I'm not sure what's really going on, but we see Simon having a conversation with Porsha about the dinner, and he feels Mama Gina needs to stay out of their business. And he also asked Porsha to get rid of all of Dennis's things, which is fair because how is he going to marry her while she is holding on to Dennis's things? Simon then tells Porsha he plans to invite Dennis out for breakfast to discuss their co-parenting arrangement. And I have to say, I do respect Simon for wanting to meet with Dennis and sort out this whole co-parenting thing. He did announce that he had had over 100 hours of therapy, and I wonder if it's the therapy in him talking or if he's actually mature to understand that PJ needs to be the focus of this whole blending of the family and to try to keep the drama and chaos at a minimum. He and Dennis have breakfast. They talk man to man and was able to have a civil and productive conversation. But then Dennis turns around and tells Simon he has a date coming and he requested that he tell Porsha, which I thought was strange because why wouldn't he just tell Porsha himself? I swear these two want each other and I don't care what anyone says. Sidebar, Dennis calls his women work, and I feel like it's so disrespectful. As a father to a young girl, how would he feel if men referred to his little girl in the future as work? I'm gonna need him to get it together. That really gets under my skin. So Lauren put together some exercises to help the family heal, but Porsha did not show up to the first one. Then everyone showed up for the second activity, which was to talk about what it is that they would like to release. Then they took a swim in a natural deep water well. Everyone went around and talked about what they wanted to release, but we didn't hear from Simon, which I thought was interesting. I wonder if his part was edited out or if he decided to pass because this trip is more so about Porsha's family. After that activity, they have another family dinner, but Dennis is visibly absent, and Lauren takes Porsha to the side to tell her that Dennis had brought a date onto the trip. Porsha was asked by the producer if she would welcome the date, and she responded she wasn't that mature and that is not something that she could do right now. But it's like, why, Porsha? You have a whole fiance. Why are you so pressed about what Dennis has going on? I understand that wanting to bring random chicks around your child, but it was an adult-only dinner. And quite frankly, Simon is a bit of a random since he actually hasn't been around that long, but he's been allowed to be around PJ. I want to know what is it that Porsha really wants. It's coming across that she wants to control Dennis while she is pampered by Simon. Dennis and Porsha are toxic together, but they seem to love each other beyond being co-parents. There is certainly a lot of unfinished business between them, and I'm looking forward to seeing how things unfold for the rest of the season. I'm not sure how long this season or series will last, but I'm not able to commit to reviewing it each week in addition to my real life relationship videos. So I will be back to recap the remaining episodes at the end. What do you all think about the show so far? Put your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to join me here for the finale, which will probably be sometime in January. Take a moment to like this video and subscribe. I hope you're having a great day and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.